Hi guys. So today is gonna be a different type of video. I want to focus on, okay. I always told you guys that I was gonna be very honest with everything that I put in my videos. I want to talk about what's happening now, and I've always been like that, and that's what I want my channel to be, raw honesty at all times. So, as probably all of you know, I'm so nervous. I just feel, I don't know, my stomach is, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do this. So, as I'm sure all of you know, Ahmaud Arbery was murdered February 23rd. He was murdered by Gregory and Travis McMichael in Georgia. I'm sure you all know the story of how and why, but he was murdered because he was simply black and jogging down the street. They thought that they could plan a citizen's arrest. Obviously, it was premeditated murder as well, a hate crime, which Georgia has no laws against. And the dad was unfortunately an ex-cop, so he felt he could escape the law, and he was murdered for running down the street. I'm not kidding. If you look at the video, he's running down the street. They try and stop him. He doesn't try. He tries to maneuver around the car. They shoot him with a shotgun multiple times to his chest. He falls to the ground after fighting. He fought as hard as he could, and that's why I feel that I need to fight as hard as I can for him as well. No arrests were made at all. His family had to deal with the pain of knowing that their son was murdered, and they didn't get to see the video. They didn't get any information on how or why, besides the fact that I'm not exactly sure what they were told, to be honest. All I know is that they didn't get the information that they needed, and they were left in the dark, and the murderers were never arrested until May 6th. Sean King, I'll put his Instagram in my description. He had been working with the family for over a month, trying to get any information out that they could to bring this to light and get justice for the family. He posted the video, it went viral immediately, and that was May 6th. May 6th, the video went viral. May 7th, they were arrested. And that is just goes to show how powerful we all are when we have a voice together. And everyone knew it was wrong. The video shows the murders. The point is, they were arrested on May 7th, where they are currently in jail. Today is May 8th, which might not be a significant date to you or me normally. It's Friday, May 8th, but it is his birthday. Carly. Okay. I really don't want to cry. It's just been a pretty hard thing to talk about and deal with, but that's why I'm doing it. So, May 8th is his birthday, Ahmaud's birthday. He would have been 26 today. And we are celebrating his birthday today by running for him because he was running and he fought, and that's what we're gonna do for him too. So everyone today is pledging to run for him, and the idea is to wear a white shirt because that was the last thing that he was wearing. And so I just knew it was something that I had to do at the very least, and I thought that it would be important to make a video about it as well. Now, I think something else that I really want to touch on that I feel is super, 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 super important is it's kind of hard for me to understand how to navigate this conversation, but I'm just going to try and just start. So, I am half white, I am half black. Growing up with that split of such two major nationalities was difficult. I always was black to everyone I knew, you know, my friends, and I grew up in Portland, which is predominantly a white town. And I grew up in a place that wasn't filled with hate and racism. I never experienced it, but that being said, I know I also have a privilege by being half white. I have mixed girl privilege is what they call it, light skin privilege, and it's real as fuck. It was always kind of hard to navigate those conversations with the people in my life just because everyone gets it. It's hard. It's a hard subject to talk about. Something inside of me just kind of clicked into place, and I realized what needs to happen in order for us to be able to win. And we need help from every single race, person, human on the planet to win this. Us as Black people have been fighting for the same things since day one, since beyond what I even know. We have been fighting for the same thing. All of us as a collective have been fighting for it. Our voices are always loud, but they are never heard. When you think about another person being murdered, it's just another thing. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, all lives matter. It's never heard. We're never heard. The point is that I had to have a conversation with my family, my white side of the family. And it was just a simple text because at the end of the day, I love them so much. I know they love me, and that's why I knew that they would stick up for me if I asked for it. And I feel that it's important for us to talk to the people in our lives that we know care about us, that have a higher privilege than us because of the way they look. It's just reality. They do. And because of that, we need their help. We have to have their help. So I reached out to my family and I told them, I love you guys so much. I know you'll have my back, but I need you to take your privilege and I need you to take your voice and I need you to use it and I need you to help us. This is an us thing. This is an our thing. This is a human race thing. This is not just a Black people thing. This is not just one culture. This is all of us. We have to do it together. We're all humans and it's wrong. And you see it's wrong and you see it's wrong and you see it's wrong, but you don't say anything about it because maybe another part of it is that I feel like there's a lot of resentment around, white people speaking on Black subjects. I think that Black people get very, very offended in some cases, not all, but I have seen it a lot where, you don't know what you're talking about or, it's just a very sensitive subject and it's understandably sensitive for a fucking reason. Like, I understand, but we need to get past that. We need to work together. Because it will never, ever, 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 ever happen if we don't work together. And we're still fighting the same battle and it's 2020. So at this point, we need to fucking work together. So I encourage you to talk to the people in your life that have a different privilege than you. Talk to your friends if you feel like maybe you can't, but you feel like maybe this video was explaining it in a way that you wish you could. Send them this video. Send it to them so that they know that we need them and we need their voices, and if they care about you like they always will, those are your friends, these are your coworkers, these are your cousins, these are literally your family. Tell them I need you to stand up, because the audience that you have on your social medias is completely different than the audience that I have, just another Black girl talking about Black issues. You have to be the one to step up. There's no words for the type of power that happens when you come with love and when you come with equality and when every single race can look at each other as more of the human race. At the end of the day, we're all on this planet, and if we ever tried to step outside of this planet, the same thing would happen to every single one of us, no matter what color our skin is, no matter what part of the world we live in. This is our planet. This is our home. The human race is home. We're all one. We're human. We're humans. That's it. That should be it. I just wanted to kind of talk about that and touch on it, and I feel like maybe I missed things or maybe I didn't say it right, and I literally prayed 1,000 times that I would be saying this in a way of love and that you could understand it and that I can reach as many people as I can, because I feel like this is such an important topic. It's just crazy what we can do when we come together. It's just crazy what we can do when we come with love. And love conquers all, especially hate from those disgusting people. That is not the human race. That is not the human race. We can't have it be that. We have the power to change it. We have the power to talk about things. We have the power to accept each other. We have the power to try and understand. We have the power to think about someone else's perspective. And that's what I'm going to choose to do on this planet. And that's what you should choose to do as well. And like, who doesn't want to live like that? So the point is, I'm going on my run, but I decided that running just didn't feel like it was enough. And with all this time of quarantine, and if you're running, it is enough. I don't mean it that way. I just mean that I'm the type of person that will use my voice and stand up for anyone, anywhere, anytime. If you know me, you know that I'm the first one to cuss out anyone who does wrong to any person that I know or don't know. If I ever see unjust happening, if I ever see unjust happening to anyone, we could be at Target and I will be the first one to be like, excuse me, no, like, that's not okay. So I'm gonna make a sign. I'm gonna make a sign, and I'm praying that the right words will be written down and that it'll get the message across. And I'm just gonna stand on 2 different corners that I know have a lot of people coming in and out. And I'm just gonna stand there with my sign, and I just hope that it inspires more people to try and understand and fight for justice. I don't know. I just felt like this is what I had to do, and I'm just following my heart, and that's always what I've done, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So I'll show you when my sign is done and what I decide to write, and then I'll see you guys out on the street probably. But I love you. Know that I love you. If you have any comments of ways that I could have, you know, said something better, or things that I missed that you feel like I should touch on, tell me. I want to learn too. I want to make sure that I'm doing this in the way that, you know, helps everyone. Okay. What I decided to write today would have been Ahmaud Arbery's 26th birthday. But being black in America means your life doesn't matter. Murdered for going on a jog, which is why I run for Maud. Use your white privilege to make a difference. Hashtag speak up, motherfuckers. So, here it is. Pray for me. It's gonna be good, but you never know. Pray for me. So, here I go. Okay, so I'm ready. I brought my mask just in case anyone tries to tell me that I need to leave. Because obviously we're all supposed to have a mask right now in public. Obviously I'm feeling like kind of nervous just because I'm alone, but also there's nothing to be afraid of, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I will fight any day for what's right, and all I have to think about is Ahmaud, and I'm like, let's go. It's like enough to be like, let's go now. Like, fuck that. So I'm gonna let my voice be heard. Actually, it's gonna be a silent protest. I'm gonna be silent. I'm just gonna be holding my sign, and whoever it touches. Whoever reads it is supposed to have read it. Someone took the spot I wanted to be in. They're actually like holding up signs over there too, which is kind of funny, but I decided to hit another corner that people have to take a right on no matter what if you want to go on down this street, and I'm just gonna stand there, and hopefully I'm okay to stand there, and let's go. This is the verdict, y'all. I'm on the corner, so I'm hitting both sides. I'm hitting these people and I'm hitting these people, and every single time they hit a stoplight, I say, yo, what's fucking good, motherfucker? I say, what's up, y'all? Y'all want to read my sign? The craziest thing is that people really, really, really want to read it, and they stop and like crank their necks. And there's like 3 different type of people. There's the people that don't make eye contact but look away when you look away so they can read your sign. There's the people that feel that shit and give you the fucking whole entire, you know, signs. They say, yes, we're with you. And then there's the people who completely ignore you. And all of them are different. But you know what? This is like fun to me. It's fun to me because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stare right into your eyes and know that I'm talking to you while you pass all of these Mercedes and all these Teslas and these Rolls Royces. And I'm like, yeah, you motherfucker, I'm talking to you. The way I feel about this is like, the people that do feel you and do support you make every minute of standing out here worth it. And like, honestly, It's fun to fucking put the sign in people's faces like, hi bitch, read it. Read it. Squint. You're at a red light. Fucking read it. And that's how I feel. And everyone out here has such nice cars. That's why I came to this part of Miami, to be like, yeah, you with the privilege here. Hello. So I just wanted to check in because I decided, I've been out there for 2 hours, so I could have gone forever, but it's about to be dark in like 20 minutes, and I just decided to stop and just reflect. And there's so much to say. Like, putting yourself in such a vulnerable situation is obviously hard, okay? It's obviously awkward. It's obviously uncomfortable. And then, like, weirdly embarrassing in some weird ways. But then you think about the people who have died. I will cry. I can't. And it, like, makes it so fucking easy. Because you're alive. And you have the choice to fight. And they don't. And at the end of the day, that's all I need to know. There's nothing else that I care about. Like, so there's people that will look at you weird. There's people that will try to avoid eye contact just like we do when we see a homeless person with a sign. So there's no hate. It's like, okay, you get it. You don't want to be like someone staring at, So like, what I try to do is not stare, but just hold the sign in their face so they can read it, because people really want to read what you're saying. They break their necks to read it, especially if you're not like homeless on the street. They're like, what are they talking about? And so I encourage you to do it, to just stand up for what you believe, write whatever you want on that piece of cardboard and go outside. People do it all the time for money. Do it for what you believe in. People will read it. They literally stare at your sign. They break their necks to read what you're talking about. They go slow to read what you're talking about. And maybe they don't always give you a honk and agree with it, but they hear it and they feel it and they drive away. And at the end of the day, you're giving this message to so many people, and it's so important. And the people that do support you make it 100 times worthwhile. So many people will sit there and they'll beep, or they'll stop and they'll take pictures of you and they'll give you a thumbs up and they'll tell you, I ran for him today. Like, so many people, not so many people, but a lot of people will tell you how they feel about it in a positive way, and that enough is like, it's just beyond words. And I just feel like the least we can do is fight for someone who had no chance. He was shot with a fucking shotgun multiple times, and he still fought. So you know what? I'm gonna fight, and I have my life, and I have everything in front of me, and I have my family, and I have love, and I have money, and I have everything I could need, and I will fight. That's the least I can do. And I just wanted to tell you guys that it's important to always fight for what you believe in.